It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies. Just went. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Mahomes. James has got it. Complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And here's Brad Robbins now. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running left to give to Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. Room here to run down the numbers. There he goes. Some strong running at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 78 yards. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
To throw on second down, Crawford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. A good move. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Baron Browning coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, It really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action. And he returns this to the 22. That pick six just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crawford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. And that one behind his receiver and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away. And almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's James. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And a good return as he'll be shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw again, Crawford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Off the play fake, Crawford.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Give him 8 yards that time. Now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call that a punt. run of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal and a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
We're getting set up for what should be a great fourth quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the third quarter.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. KC's offense ready to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's James.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go.
Things sure were looking good for him at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Has his man, that's James.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His fifth catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that should seal the victory. Pacheco.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here's Pacheco.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns, 25 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Crawford.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.